from what I have heard, and I'm not talking on social media, I'm talking something like what I see personally in front of my eyes. I have seen some people coming out now, some young people that have taken on and gravitating to what the Prime Minister is trying to do for this country. It's only the whole set of people them really in the PNP party that is so diehard. And a few of them, yesterday I was listening to a young lady say, boy, she tired to pretend like she a PNP now. She have to come out of the closet. She can't bother hide anymore because she's a Labour, right? Because she don't want to pretend like she's a PNP, but she, I mean, it don't make no sense she carry on like this anymore. Because the truth of the matter, what this Prime Minister is doing, nobody has never done it before. I watched Gramps Morgan give a speech at the Urban Center in St. Thomas. The man said he has traveled the world, many countries, but the development that he has seen in Jamaica, for the type of country that Jamaica is, nowhere has ever been done. And he had to take his hat off to the Prime Minister and say, well done. The man make it clear that he is no politician, but the truth of the matter, it cannot be hidden, the thing that the Prime Minister is doing. So it is quite obvious that a lot of people are seeing the reality of what is being done. And I'm telling you, whether a lot of people don't understand, I don't want to believe it. You see, this crime, the reduction in crime is helping to propel this government further to win more than anything, because I've seen persons that came back that are here from overseas out of the diaspora who had said that they would not be coming back to Jamaica, and I have one right next door to me right now. And when she heard about the crime reduction, she said she's taking a chance to come. And then I spoke to her, Miss Gloria, yesterday. She's buying ticket for her 2 children and their grandchildren to come to Jamaica because them feel safe here now. This crime reduction is making an impact on Jamaicans, both here in Jamaica and overseas.
I love your party because I two big party running, but at this time with the way the PM push the country and just the way how the PM, the vision when I show when we want the country to go, you can imagine over 4,000 jobs, young people.
Exactly. I see KFC, they put up their sign over the urban center. First at KFC, I had a building.
And guess what? We said that we're not talking about the little vendor them we go there with their hockey.
Alright.
And them something they go selling it.
Because they're talking about jobs that are going to be registered jobs that are going to be provided.
Yeah.
About the liquor man, they will go sorry then. Because people will be able to sell them fruits and them liquor this, and so there's also employment for people like those.
And place more easting than the people can, because you find outside I go come in enough.
Morning.
Big up bro, big up.
Morning, Robbie, how you doing?
Yeah, morning.
Right, not the scream, share the life. Chuck, go on, brother.
You see, Robbie, as you quite rightly say, you see, what this government and this Prime Minister is trying to do is trying to reculture the mindset of people politically.
Yes.
Yeah? In so doing, he is leading by example or by platform. He's not just, unlike what would have been used to, right? Because we middle-aged people, yeah, not talking about the older people, we the middle-aged people.
Morning, Marcy.
What we have used to with government is concerned is government person seeking to represent us in government oftentimes come with these big speeches and promises. And when you would have buy into it and give them the chance, we recognize that those promises weren't forthcoming. And when you ask what about that and what about that, they come and they give you another big speech as to why it wasn't done and all these things. Now, what is happening now begs the question, and it should really beg the question. But what is happening now is now really putting clearly that what was happening then was people was just trying to get into these positions because of personal status to upgrade themselves, basically, at the expense of the Jamaican people. Yeah? By that I mean, when you look, this Prime Minister in 2016 as an opposition leader, and I use that as an example, as an opposition leader seeking to form the government, he would have come and he would have made a plethora of commitment, of things that he would be doing to change Jamaica, to move Jamaica forward. We encapsulate that in the tag phrase, to move Jamaica from poverty to prosperity. Now, since he has gotten that chance, you could go back to his speech and you could tick off the things that he said that he would do. You can literally tick them off. Remember him said raise the income tax threshold, you can tick off that. I remember he said he was going to increase the minimum wage, you can tick off that. I remember he spoke about improving the health system, you can tick off that because you'll have seen that being done. So much so that you have people trying to let you understand that this man is not being truthful. They're not saying not do it, but they must say not true.
Yeah. Nobody now said that again. You know where they end up on, man, sir? Where they end up on now is to start to target him personal. They can't target him.
I was getting to that point. Because we have to put our argument into context so people can understand what is happening. Yeah? Whilst you see, the people of the various parties support us, and we should acknowledge that this thing about, me a Labour, right? Yeah, I support the Labour Party, and I will always support the Labour Party. But we have to have it within ourselves to appreciate when even the Labour Party might have a misstep. How we deal with it is a different case. I support that. Yeah. The point I'm making is that the PNP will try to tell you that this man is a liar. That's the first thing them say, because he's saying that he has not added a new tax onto the people them, which is true. But the PNP will tell you how come him not add no tax, but yet still. Him say have so much money. Where the money come from? That's if they quietly do something and not tell about it, which is false. And this is what people will do in order to get their side, the support. But is it that you want your side to get the support and to win an election, or you want Jamaica to be better? Because if you knowingly spreading false accusations, so much so you start to attack the leader because you want to get rid of him. Is it that you think you can do better than he's doing? We cannot say yes because we have got the People's National Party present itself as a party, first and foremost, because what you have on the other side is two parties trying to form government, the PNP and the Rise United. That is a fact. That is an undisputed fact, yeah? Because you have half of them over there is saying that they are Rise United and half is saying that they are PNP. So first and foremost, they can't even present a party.
Exactly.
How can you then believe that a government that consists of two different ideologies can now work in unison to do better than what this government is doing? That is what is on the table before the people of Jamaica right now. That is the issue before the people of Jamaica right now. Before we even start itemize what this government is doing, first and foremost, is it that the other party, because I can't say the PNP, because it's not just the PNP, and you have half of the people who are jockey on our side because it look like them have a traction. So they don't even have a mindset of their own within their own house. So much so that they are now coming to say that they want to run through the house. It can't work.
But them not have no concrete, nothing we put on to say if we get government, we're going to take a country. Them just come and talk some fool in the show, nobody not even listen to it, cause
That is the point. And that is why, as I heard, I think it's Robbie mentioned it to say, they are literally drowning in the water, in the political waters.
as I talk about that today, my man put out a post, like him I say any other country, the PM there, them would have disqualify him for run. May I tell you, say, bro, me really comment them.
Big up Chuck Finley.
Because they get beaten right, left, center, everywhere.
Let me tell you something. And you see the hypocrisy in the utterances of the supporters of the People's National Party / Rise Unite. The law is what governs the country. And the law should be what? Yeah?
No, but nicely, you know, understand what's going on. That was their plan. You know, when you invest in something, you know, man, and you plan out and you say, look at the PM, I have to come out before January, and then I will call him, man. Helping the people.
When
the
who said
general have to call the election. And
when they talk about the IC report and what,
and that them in a work, so they have to come around now and eat up themselves.
Politics, I get you, and I was getting there. The People's National Party knows, these members of the People's National Party, Rise United, knows that they cannot come to the political platform to make any commitment or offer as to what are even promises first. They knew they cannot do that. So from earlier on, because I've heard one of their stance workers, yes, would have said to me long time. Because when I remember I engaged him in that conversation when the Prime Minister actually made good on his commitment of raising the income tax ratio, to show you where this coming from. And he said, so me say, what you going to do for better this? What you can do for better this? And the man look at me and say, you can't stand better. And one thing we are going to use and take out this government and a corruption.